Wait for it. Still wait for it. Here it comes. All right, welcome back to Sundays with Steph. Today we're going to talk about shoes. As a professional runner, I'm very lucky, and it's probably one of the best perks of the job to have a closet full of shoes. Most of you may know, but my sponsor is Hoka Une. So today I'm going to take you through a variation of all the different shoes I like to train in, kick around in, lift weights in, and basically just hang out. So today I'm going to take you through a typical week of what different shoes I wear for what different runs. Okay, so the first shoe. This is my go-to trainer. This is the Clifton 5. I wear the Cliftons 4 to 5 times a week on my 8 to 10 mile runs. The reason why this is a great trainer for me is it's lightweight, it's super cushiony, but it also has a lot of stability to be able to handle all the mileage I'm putting in. This is my favorite go-to shoe, and I feel like it's probably one of the most popular. If you've never tried Hokas before, I would recommend getting your hands on a pair of Cliftons. Obviously, I'm an athlete for Hoka, so I'm gonna say the best things, but one of the coolest things I like about the company is that if you've never tried a pair of their shoes and you purchase one online or in the store, you actually have 30 days where you can try the shoe out and then return it for free. So basically, there's no risk. So if you've never gotten a chance to do a run in these, I highly recommend giving them a try. Okay, so these are the Tracer 2. So there's been 2 models of these, the Tracer Original and then now Tracer 2. These used to be my go-to workout shoes and race shoes, but what I'll show you guys next is my new favorite workout and race shoe. I still love the Tracer 2 for a lot of the longer workouts we have. So maybe when I'm in marathon training, I will do my 15 or 16 mile marathon tempo in these. I'll actually switch out and do a lot of my afternoon runs. So because I'm running 90 to 110 mile weeks, I want to take a little break from the Cliftons that I might wear on my morning runs. And on the afternoon runs, I'll put on the Tracer 2 and I'll do an easy 4 miles, drills, and strides in these bad boys. The reason why the Tracer 2 are kind of a step up and I use them for workouts versus easy runs is they still have the same cushion that all the Hoka shoes have, but they're a lot more responsive. So when I'm asking my body and my legs to run a little quicker pace, I'm feeling a lot more of that push off on the ground in something like the Tracers. Okay, and now for the Carbon Rocket. These are my favorite Hoka shoes to date. I first started wearing these a year ago and I got to test them out in the New York City Marathon where I finished 11th place. And then a month later, I came back and ran CIM where I ran my PR of 2:29.20 after 7 years of not PRing. I'd like to say it was just the shoe, but it was also the hard training I had done for the last 7 years. But these are one of my favorite shoes. I like to save these for workout days where I really feel like I need to be up on my toes a little more or I'm running faster pace, maybe more like 5K or 10K. I also raced in a version of these in the Peachtree Road Race last year where I won my first national title. These shoes are super responsive, very lightweight, but also provide a great amount of cushion like all the Hoka shoes do. Look out for these spikes. Okay, so these are my Hoka spikes. These are the Speed EVO R. I know that spikes aren't as applicable to a lot of people because you guys aren't running too many track races or cross country, but I still wanted to show you what I train and race in. I wear these for cross country when it's a grass course or a muddy course, and I also race on the track. So this year I ran the US Cross Country Championships where I finished 8th and I made my 2nd world team. One of the cool things about how Hoka designed spikes is they design the plate with the inclination that we're going to be turning left on the track. So it's kind of a unique design. You can also see some leaves left over from cross country. I'm really bad about cleaning out my shoes after a race, but I like to think I took a little bit of the course with me. That's why I keep those in there. Yeah, but basically how they designed them is we're turning left on a track, and so the spike plate was designed specifically for that. Okay, now come the fun part of being a girl and just wanting cool shoes. So now that we're done with sort of the training aspect and what I use on a weekly basis, I also have a whole arsenal of shoes that I love to just kick around in. And then some of these models I will use to do strength training in the gym or going to my massage or getting chiropractic work. So this is the Hupana Slip. So the Hupana came out 2 years ago. I was actually in a really fun commercial. You can try to Google that. Where basically the Hupana was one of those shoes where you can do it all. So in the commercial, what they showed me was, they showed me doing mile repeats. They showed me going to coffee, picking up my kids, walking around the house doing chores. Basically, it's your all-around shoe. And then recently they came out with the Hupana Slip, so you have no laces. And what's so great is you can just kick these on and off very easily throughout the day. They have the same cushion as all the Hoka shoes do, but to me they're also the most stylish and fashionable of the Hoka models. Here's the Kavu. This is my favorite kick around shoe. Now I'm just bragging. I have them in black, I have them in smoky gray, and I have them in purple. A girl can't have too many shoes. But in all seriousness, the reason I like the Kavu, I actually don't run in these shoes, but I walk around a ton in them. If I'm taking the boys to the park, or if I just know I'm gonna be on my feet all the day, maybe I'm traveling, walking through the airports, is because it has great cushion, but it's also a really neutral shoe, so you feel like you just are kind of walking on clouds all day. A lot of my teammates actually train in this shoe. I haven't given them a try yet, so maybe I will, but right now they're kind of just my favorite go-to kick-around shoe. If you guys are finding this review helpful, feel free to drop some comments below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you'd like to know a little more in detail about the shoe so I can best navigate for you. So you guys are probably wondering, as a professional athlete, am I being paid to do something like this in my episode? Yes and no. So Hoka pays me as a professional athlete year-round, right? And that's my job, and it's also my passion. And I've been with them for the last 3.5 years. So yes, they're paying me in that sense, but I chose to put them in the YouTube channel because I genuinely am behind the shoes. I've been wearing them since 2014, and I was actually pregnant when I first got introduced to them. And every pregnant lady could attest to, when you're on your feet and you need something cushiony, Hoka was like the best shoe that I found. But I wouldn't be singing their praise if I also hadn't been healthy in them in the last 3.5 years, if I hadn't been running the best times in my career, and they were attributed to all these factors. So that's what's kind of cool, and I wanted you guys to know how you can sift through, you know, when you see a lot of professional athletes that you follow and we have stuff about our sponsors, some of it actually is coming from our heart. Yes, we are paid to do a lot of it, but we have to genuinely align with that company's values, and I do with Hoka, and that's what's kind of cool, why I wanted to put that as part of one of my episodes, so you guys could see these are the shoes I wear. Outside of being a professional athlete, I'm also a person that loves getting shipments. I mean, who doesn't love getting mail, right? So when I open a box of Hokas, it's like Christmas all over again, and that happens multiple times a year. So I never take for granted that this is my job, but along with that job comes a lot of perks, like having 30 to 50 pairs of Hokas in my closet. So I've been reaping the benefits of Hokas for the last 4 years, and that's why I wanted to share them with you today, so you can see all the different models that I train in. If you have a favorite model, feel free to comment below, let me know what it is. If you have some questions on some of the shoes I showed you today, please drop that in the comments. If you've never tried a shoe, maybe take a leap of faith. Contact me if you're not really sure and you're kind of on the fence. Thanks for hanging out with me on another Sundays with Steph. Hope you guys enjoyed the Hoka shoe review, and I'll see you next Sunday.